So yeah. So I think, right, you can say safely, like there's stuff happening in your life, just like in mine. And nobody can expect me to stay the same, while some things probably won't change, and that's my resolution, which I seem to have made by finding belief through spirituality and through God, and basically it's the belief in love. And love not as a product that you can buy, but love as something that you show and that you live. And so maybe every day I wake up, it's a struggle and I feel somewhat miserable, and as soon as I leave the house, you know, I'm more happy, because suddenly I can show who I am rather than just talking about it. So sometimes I wake up, right, and I just don't feel it. And then I stand in front of the camera and suddenly, you know, I open up again. And somehow opening up to the camera is sometimes easier, and opening up to your phone is easier than opening up to people, because your phone doesn't really judge you, your camera doesn't judge you, it just records you as you are, and also my camera doesn't really have any expectations on me. And that of course makes it easier, but I mean, we should know by now that easy doesn't do it. No, easy makes you fat and lazy, and easy is boring. Like, I wouldn't have gotten to this point in my life if it would always have been easy. And I had my fair share of struggles, and like I said, this is highly relative. To me, it's struggling to love a woman, and it's struggling to figure out the job I want to do, because what I want in my life is different from what most people want in their life. I have, you know, I'm envisioning something. Some people, they don't really envision, they just want to live like in the now. But for me it's, you know, I have a future to build, so I build it. That's the job I've been given. And that's what I have accepted, because just for myself, earning money doesn't make sense. But for a family, because what did I need in order to find happiness and to find out what I want to do? I needed to find the will to give and to open up to all these people. So what did I do? Well, I figured out, what do I want to do? I like giving. Whenever I'm with people, you know, I like sharing. But sometimes I just didn't have that much to share. So if you don't have money and you invite people to eat and you pay the ingredients and then don't even stay to like help with the dishes, well, you kind of get fed up after a while. So also don't give more than you have to give. And that is of course anything, you know, love, money, it's all a form of energy. You can't buy love with money, but you can help people to open up if you have money, because it's a form of energy. So by providing energy through money, you know, people can open up, because suddenly, you know, they don't have to be so worried about money anymore, because some people are just really greedy and selfish, and to let them be in charge of the money is the most stupid idea you can have. So people in charge of the money should be the people who want to give it, and not the people who want to like pile it up for themselves, who are greedy. And that's why if you have money, you should use it, you know, to help people come together by providing space. And that's why, yes, I live in this house as a member of this family. But I also realize that this is a very selfish place. And sometimes I feel bad about saying these things, but that's just how it is. My family is somewhat selfish. We don't like to share. Maybe also because everybody else is selfish. But somehow we are selfish. And, you know, we don't usually invite people over because we always have something to complain about. You know, we always act like we're nice, but when people come and they leave, you know, we talk about them behind their backs. I mean, that's not a nice family. So we always act like we don't want people to be with us, but maybe people don't want to be with us because we're dishonest. And we invite people just because they're family, although we don't like them, they're relatives. You know, like my uncles and aunts. You know, they came for years and actually we hate each other. As soon as they leave, oh God, I'm glad they're gone, right? It's not this coming together and saying, hey, nice, right? You know, we can do this again. It's usually this, it's enough for now. And this is what I experience with most people. And this is also what kind of makes me sad, doesn't it? You know, that we act like we all love each other, but we actually all hate each other, and ourselves we hate most of all. So, yes, when I stand in front of the camera, I do what I love, because I talk about the things that I find important. I raise questions and I do these kind of things. And sometimes I turn off the camera and I leave the room, and suddenly there I am, feeling miserable again. Because now what else to do? So for me, it's about sharing what I have, right? Bringing what I have to people. To bring it to people. To go outside and to do something. And sometimes, yes, it's hard for me to. And sometimes I go slacklining and I feel like, I'm gonna show you how awesome I am. Like yesterday, I was in the park and I recorded these videos. And yes, a part of me felt a bit miserable. And then I went to the park and there was this man and he has this boxer. And I kind of was wary of the dog already before because, you know, previously as a child already, I have been really afraid of dogs. But I have worked on this. To lose my fear of dogs, you know, I have worked with this. I have left my comfort zone. And there's one video, I don't know if it's in the depression series, I think so, maybe number 3 or 4, and you can see a dog coming, and I'm relaxed, and the dog comes to me. Of course, at first I'm always a bit, okay, what does he want, right? You don't go from afraid to like, oh, I'm cool with it. No, fear kind of lingers around, and then you keep making experiences until at one point it's okay, but probably every time you first have to, you know, tune in on whatever you're trying to do and then realize, okay, you know, I've done this before, it's okay, you keep going. And you keep track of your feelings, you keep track of your emotions, you know, this is what I feel right now. You know, so yesterday I was playing with that boxer, and that's for tomorrow, possibly, you know, depends.